Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm preparing for a pop-up vintage market that I'm going to be a part of this Sunday, and it is Wednesday. No, it is Thursday. So we need to get cracking on getting set up. So I'm going to take you guys along this little journey with me to show you how I get ready for markets and how I prepare and some things I use and whatnot, stuff like that. So basically, my inventory for my Depop shop and whatnot is, there's a little bit of it here, and then most of it is at my parents' house because I just don't have the space here. So I already brought everything over, so now everything is here. It's in my car still, but it is all here. And so I have things organized by like category, so I have a bin of tops, a bin of pants, a bin of dresses, a bin of accessories, things like that. So I'm gonna go through and organize what I want to bring for sure and what I don't want to bring to the market. I can't bring everything because there's just one, not the space, two, it's just not worth it, and three, I don't want to bring summery, springtime kind of stuff because it's a fall market and it's fall and it's already cold and it's supposed to snow. So we're not gonna bring all the shorts and short dresses and things like that. So I'm gonna first go through and organize and whatnot, and then we will go from there. These are the bins that I'm using right now to organize most of my stuff. I do have two bins that are a bit bigger. I have this one that's a little bit bigger than these, and then I have one that is like twice the size. But I like to use these mostly because I can carry them myself, and that just makes the whole day so much easier. So I'm gonna start by just going through, and you'll just see a big time lapse probably of me picking out which items to bring and what to leave. I am putting everything on hangers as I do that because, let me tell you, if you're gonna be hanging things at the market, oh, it makes your life so much easier to just already have them on hangers. And I'll show you how I put them in the bins too with the hangers on, because it might be a little bit messier for the time being, but oh my God, it'll save you an hour, 2 hours of setup, let me tell you. About my tags real quick. So what I actually do is I just really easily, I made this on Google Word doc or whatever, and I just space them all out the same, and I just print them on cardstock, which most printers are able to just print on cardstock. They makes them a little bit more durable than just regular paper, and from here I'll just cut them all out, and this is just what I use for tags, and then I I just write prices on them. This just makes it so easy, and then I can go through, tag a bunch of stuff, and then go through and price a bunch of stuff. So super easy, and like really affordable too. Obviously you just need cardstock and printer ink if you have a printer at home. Yeah. What I decided to do, because I haven't done a market in a long time, and I've never done a market at this venue. So I've decided to set up my racks and really see, kind of curate through like what fits on the rack, like what I have space for and whatnot. So this is kind of what I've come up with so far. This is kind of what fits, and we'll just see what else we can do. So to attach my tags, I actually have one of these tag guns. You can buy these, I think, on like Amazon and stuff like that. And it just makes it so easy. It's just so easy. And I just like punch right through these tags. And so yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna just tag everything that I have on the racks, because like I said, those are my priority items now. And it's easiest when they're hanging, so might as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are now ready for the market.
Yes, yes we are.
The cars are packed. We were gonna pack it all in one car, and then we decided to take two because it was just too much. So
Yes.
here we go.
It's gonna be damn cold today.
It's gonna be damn cold today.
Yeah.
I've never done an outside market either, so just in general,
What?
seems more obnoxious than inside. But we do what we gotta do.
All right, like we said, it's damn cold out. I have 2 sweaters, jacket, 2 pairs of gloves, and my hat on with this hoodie. The mask kind of helps too. So, but we didn't want to film the setup just because it's really cold and it just seems like a lot, and we just wanted to get set up. But here is everything. Say hello.
Hello. We kind of had to make do with the wind happening. So there's not much jewelry out and there's no glassware out because I didn't want to risk it. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. But here we are in Sociable Ciderworks. We got a lot of other vendors here as well too. What time is it right now?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at my phone since we started setting up.
Fair.
But I think we probably still have a bit of time.
Yeah. So I think we're pretty close, probably within the next hour, but I'm starting to see some cars pull up and everything. I think everyone's mostly set up, but it's cool.
Yeah. 2 tips I would say. If you're packing things in bins, always bring the lids because they can double as tables. I've done this many times.
Yeah.
Also, I always put like my bags and stuff inside of them too. So we have that. Also, always bring an extra blanket because you might end up putting stuff on the ground, and that works.
Sure.
Another good tip is to always bring a range of price points from your shop. Mine is kind of all over the place, but especially if it's a place that you've never done a market before, you just don't know what the crowd is going to be like. So try to bring like a couple higher end pieces and a bunch of lower end pieces just so you can kind of get a feel for the crowd, especially if you plan to do markets there again, then you'll kind of know for next time. If that crowd was more interested in like true vintage items, or if they liked kind of your selling high-end items, whatever it is. So then you kind of just get a feel for it, but always bring a range of price points because that's just going to entice more customers to look. If someone walks over and everything you have is like over $100, they're more than likely going to walk away unless that's exactly what they're looking for. So it is about 2:30, so we're about, halfway through the day?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Yeah, so time is going by fast, which is good because it is freezing. We are bundled. We got hot cider.
Yes.
And it got cold
Shout out to
15 minutes.
Shout out to the brew house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
Trying to survive.
And we got our apple cider. I think it's a caramel apple cider that they have here. That cider works so good. It's really good.
I am so bundled right now, but me and Nicholas are taking little shifts sitting in the hot car because it is cold out there and we are not used to this, and it's just getting colder as the day goes. So we're taking like little 10-minute breaks just to alleviate some of the chilly. I thought I'd check in here with you. It is, it's like a little past 4 p.m. now and it ends at 5, so I feel like usually my experience, and again, every market is different, but usually the last like hour and a half, like last 2 hours or so, are usually the busiest, is what I have noticed. But yeah, I'd say that pace definitely did pick up. I think I sold the first thing, it was like 1:30, so like about an hour and a half in, which isn't too bad. And then it was kind of quiet for a minute, and I think in total I've made probably maybe about $150, so not too bad. I mean, I didn't have to pay anything to be a part of this market, so anything really is a profit at this point, but when you get into bigger markets and things, of course, you have to pay more of a vendor fee, typically, so you kind of have to weigh your options of, what's gonna be worth it and whatnot, but that's just my little ramble. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us to the market. I'm sorry that it was so cold. We definitely were not ready for that. So we made do with what we could. To recap, I think in total I made $234 was my total. I think it's cool to be transparent about that kind of stuff too, and about vendor fees, because if you're someone that's watching this because you're interested in doing markets, or maybe you've done a few, or it's just maybe crossed your mind, I think it's important to know kind of what those fees usually are, and what the person usually makes from the booth, because that's kind of what it's all about. That and marketing, networking, of course. But so I made $234 altogether, which is not bad for a first-time market at that location. For me anyway, it was a first time being there. So that's not too bad, especially with the turnout being quite slower because it was so cold and people couldn't try on any jackets or anything like that. So I think overall I'm happy with it. The market was free this time because it was so last minutely planned. It was kind of like they had something else that was gonna go on, and then the person organizing that had dropped out. So they kind of threw something together just to have something that weekend. So because it was so last minute, he decided to waive all the vendor fees, which is really cool. So from there on out, I was like, well, anything I make is a profit, so might as well spend the day setting stuff up. So that is kind of something you have to weigh out. Typically vendor fees, from what my experience, are usually like around like 50 to 75, maybe 100. So depending on, you know, what you sell and how much you think you're gonna sell and what your prices for your items are like, kind of depends, you know, if it's gonna be worth it for you. But yeah, we had fun, even though we froze our butts off. And I made a little bit of money in the process too, which is always fun. And yeah, always hand out your business cards, always bring your business cards. Even if you're newer maybe and don't have business cards yet, always try to get people to like follow your social media, or, you know, even just writing down like your Instagram handle or whatever it is that you have to show off your business. That's how people are gonna stay in touch and then remember you. So yeah, those are my little tips and tricks. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts and or other comments down below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye! Bye!